Extraction 2, an American action thriller film directed by Sam Hargrave and written by Joe Russo, is based on the graphic novel Ciudad by Andy Parks, Joe Russo, Anthony Russo, Fernando Leon, and Eric Skiman. It is a sequel to the 2020 film Extraction, and it stars Chris Hemsworth, Goldshifteh, Adam, reprising their roles from the first film, actually, if you can remember Extraction 1, along with the Tonike, Daniel, Olga, and Idris Elba. So in the film, Tyler Rake, whose real name is Hemsworth, is initially hired to rescue the family of an abusive crime lord from a Georgian prison. So it's 9 months after barely surviving a previous mission in Dhaka, Bangladesh. Tyler Rake retires from a mercenary work to a cabin in Austria to recuperate. There he is approached by a stranger and asked to rescue Ketevan. Ketevan is the sister of ex-wife Mia. So this is the ex-wife to Chris, and her two children, Sandro and Nina, from Georgia. So Ketevan married Davit Radiani, one of the co-founders of the Nagazi, the largest crime syndicate in Georgia. After Davit threw a DEA agent off a bridge, he was imprisoned and unable to bribe his way out due to the pressure from the Americans. Davit forces Ketevan, her children, to move into the prison, wishing to be near his family. But the bad living conditions and Davit's abuse caused Ketevan to call Mia for help. Meanwhile, a governor on his payroll informs Davit's brother, Zurab, that David's sentence has been extended, actually by 10 years. Zurab asks the governor to release his brother, but the governor refuses, since he does not want the Americans to go after him. During the extraction, David attacks Tyler and Ketevan, resulting in Tyler killing him. Tyler and Ketevan fight their way through the riot but manage to board an armored train. After fighting off the Nagazi forces and corrupt soldiers, they get to a plane and escape to Vienna. But Sandro, who idolizes his father, on the plane secretly contacts his uncle and reveals their location. Ketevan tells Nick that Tyler was her brother-in-law. Zurab and his men find and attack Tyler and his team in their DC Tower safe house in Vienna. So in the chaos, Sandro abandons his mother and actually joins Zurab. The team flees in one of Zurab's helicopters, but Zurab mortally wounds Yaz. The team retreat to Tyler's cabin, where he and Ketevan are reunited with Mia. Tyler apologizes to Mia for leaving on a mission before their son died from cancer, regretful that the last memory he had was Tyler leaving him. Zurab's right-hand man and uncle discourage Zurab from seeking revenge to prevent more losses and to set a better example for his nephew. Refusing, Zurab kills Avadil and contracts Tyler, telling him to meet at a nearby airfield next to a church. So Tyler heads to the airfield. He leaves Nick behind. Then Tyler kills the remaining Nagazi and finds Zurab and Sandro in the church. With Sandro wearing an explosive vest, Zurab forces Sandro to take Tyler's pistol. But Sandro, having realized his mistake and what kind of people his father and uncle really are, refuses to shoot Tyler. Nick arrives and disarms the vest, with the Tyler fighting and killing Zurab. Tyler and Nick are left wounded as police storm the church. In the aftermath, Nick and Tyler are imprisoned, and Mia informs Tyler that Ketevan and her children have been moved to protective custody, but their assets have been frozen. So Tyler is taken out of prison to meet with the stranger, but Tyler says he will not accept it without Nick, only to find that the stranger also had released Nick and brought with him as well for another mission.